ensem sisi o ensem sisi ensem ebi ekoso o mayenimu na wate de ekoso menua unyante de ekoso tunti de ekoso o mayenimu kakra yo aye kwame gentle tip me mo bibia kwaba edeba ahanom amanyosem politics anye kano ha oman yedie anye adwene ho ha de oman eko anye hwe ne yensuso ye de adwenkyere ene de enzunim kakra ayede asoso obia enti obia na so ha onso adwenkyere a wono tim de comment section no se ne be ya yensuso ye bitimi akan bi yensuso nyina ya fa bi ne de atu ye ho efo ne ya hwese de oman ye yo enti ne nyina he ha na de aba abeto epono so sisie ya me no kasai ana yenko TV ni enso enkyere ya adwen
tedo enko abonten eye kukuo mu ade Maybe book ya mikite amanfo se atwra COVID-19 wo munti no enya no kre hwase ha sei ya twro AD 2020 AD 2020 so revision or more revise we 2020 na yenya COVID-19 yenya COVID-19 in this country
COVID-19
2020 na back race assessor aba absa so what are they talking about enye wo bia na adwena da adwena nyankopɔ di tu yeti mu no ye de reason chese ye say na menka no atwi mu no ye
deep
ye gene eti wotimi ndada yen wo signature ye wa hasi obi a wonim papa we ya oda ha ni signature bia no hu ya afa hu se do nie
moti ofori panyin
edi asa no moti wo ka no eti book na chinko ano should tell you say in some of mukanyina no omoboa propaganda say opposition bi na akotworo obi say na akwa omoboa
so opposition actually implementation
omoboa adini restricted AD 2020 revision mene busuani ba ko frame Hopeson Adorye we wujidi
from Chebi
yes wuji Adorye wedi na de nje ana say na me na me tworo ye what say me nka so no atworo was revealed to me. Me person can be keep on no for. Me person can be share action bi ombeteki. Naka media no ba but anyakwe. Once I'm a boss no. He revealed to me said the original document in a buy no. Eye 2020 you can say 2016 no. Na edin nya Agyapade na edin ya asase. Muntia yo. Na edin ya asase. Ana bushani baako ekobie radio aye friend asase radio adom say etre ho a ebe confirm sa document we adom say say 2020 adom say say di no call Agyapade
from asase
they should come and tell me say asema me ka me boa asase you can say Agyapade book we wo print just one copy outside the country wo print in Ghana Mujeni yo just one copy no mo print ye no e ba ye no baby aya omuhia e dwen hu nyina no wo mo koto safe for this very book nkwa ke di safe no mu ni aloko adom kwa kohia no do mo ayi na fe o mo ahwe wo mo kas o mo discuss wi a do mo dia kwa kohia mu no mo aloko me ye sure sa chase na di jabi koso wo baby one day nyankopon mpe bone wo mu wieye no wo mu rafi anko safe no mu and obi be pie so eti hwe wo hwa so wo se photocopy wo se na to na ne hye da nya yi nti no wo se photocopy nipa ne tamu ya fast wo photocopy ni nyina eti onya tamu otena ase no and odi ni phone scanning ni nyina put in the soft copy the tool system eti wo mon profo na bi and the leaky way at the toe abonting
how
mo say so hun de no na hwe we enyo mo sembo ni susu bibia enyo mo sembo ni eti wan de kokko fa asase mbo no beto every page, the original book, no, every page biano, one symbol, edaho, every page, one symbol that did that one, every page.
Hopeson.
What you say? Me pesa man for a TBBase. TBBase. Now, who called the forwarder? Forward, you know, it was signed by Oforiata. Oforiata really, Omudosu until me name the particular Oforiata or no sign. But the signature here is Oforiata. It means to say someone has signed this book. Now, sa book we are ekitayi. A great transformational plan. A woman, apart from say a politician, you ever say presidential candidate and as a leader of movement, you know, for change. We be able to hold more as author. The watcher forward, a bar for Dr. Sessia, my brain to the seat, a two for my rehine, or on a true GTP forward. Sa no be so actual way forward. A two kind forward now about the picture of whatever is in the book.
Wow.
The way I know Martina say, yes, I move program, you know, pa. Who come forward now? What must it to our future, made up of present and the unborn, for whom this will of a nation is being prepared. To our foremost king of Foripeni, the produce spread across this world, for whom and to whom alone this sacred document is prepared. Yes, I dear we, the share of Foripeni and Munyam. Ye we na ya sisa Ghana Agyapade3 Ghana skanyina e de ato ye yankasa ye ma ene ye nanan kanso a ye nyanwo mo ye de ato honum. When you read the whole book ewia wo mo patch said the next 100 years as say Oforipeni fie wo mo na control Ghana. What a nonsense. What a nonsense. Na ye kasa di we ya no biti baby say e ye fake. Was it with the arrival of Nanado, we see the rebirth of a second JB Dankwa who has come to the rescue. Or more patches say, just a JB Dankwa, Eshasie, the struggle for independence. Any idea, Adeno, just say, Kwame Nkrumah befano honuntino, ya mano sa ye can say, a need DNS mano. A DNS wunyano, wanya, eti ye wejina, nature say, yababi jina honum. What can book you qua? Or patch say, during the, you can say, wartime, no, will be to be undefeated before, according to this book, Sano Moka. Nenso sono, yenya independence, ye pet, or mwako mass antiforso, as in before. It's in the book. No more near the time Allah Ninano. Because Ramko say it's more of tribal than political.
This is what we are seeing today.
And here we Yen Puabwaganda Japadiano. Yen Fanja ye money and nananomo. Munkwana moye funedi didi, and yes, sir. May say I am throwing a challenge to the Ochimai, the mafias, those who wrote this book. More kase edemwa a fake, you know. I am throwing a challenge. I will stand in for all Ghanaians. Our Mokas Asem will be. Mumra out. Mon Tomu snap. Misuma Tommy snap. Young call river blame. Blame we a check before dia.
Chinko num brim.
Young call Hondum. Namo famu diango gunson munkase. A man for detract to yaso. Yadi Edum Hushe. See Edum Hubia. Mujase. See Edum Hubia. Munjase. Namsubuka bidium. I don't move is a Yabuba dam yeti groma. What is that? What I'm here to grow, ma? What's it? Currently, with Nana in total control of the whole entity of Ghana, we have a duty to ensure that we take over the commanding height of essential fabrics of the country, in order that even in the event that Nana leaves the scene after the mandatory 8 years, the sons and daughters of Ochimai would be firmly secured and set control both financially and economically, that we can no longer be ignored in the battle to control the destiny of Ghana. Look at this. Sir, President Akuffo Addo, as is so making sure, say bibia eye sika eye Agyapade eye gold, everything in this country I saw mu take over. Na omu nya sika ni Agyapade na to the extent say wachi my man obi antimi ignore omu biom. Na me angurani ba te say me dia me ho. Me nkaga na ho. Hwe. Na ubenya obi no wate honum no wagire no ho say wo defend say enye dokre. Ye ba be kire dokre wo mu. No wo hu say na sidie. Hwe ni okan ye. Was it to achieve this, we need to appropriate the fundamental economic and financial levers, which will guarantee such control in the years to come. It will make sure that wamu sika samun shiche ento to ye any adinjina betimi ejina ye said the bay on betimi a control. Was it in doing this, we need to be strategic. We would have to work with other people from some of the diverse ethnic groups, including some carefully selected people from Ashanti and other diverse ethnicity or land. This will make them believe that they also have a hand in the pie. Ghana done meat pie. Yeah, chiche. Yeah, chiche. Chese. Say, wamu betima ye weni die. Wamu make sure. Say, wamu benya nkrofo free other tribes inumu. Wamu di wama ba beka ho. Nemum Ashanti de wamu en selecting nkrofo ni yie. Don't move for Mumamedim. Once you have a election, Chairman Sabosumu, a Yimu, a speaker, Monin, the Ekaikaho, and a DMB, any other. Or move a fair shot, or say Chairman Sabosu, near Tonu pay, as about the Coco Trevi. And I fed an Yabre, I fed an Yabanoso. I fed an Yabanoso. Was say it will obscure any suspicion that the project is essentially an Oforipeni project. This point is crucial because with electoral politics, we have to have our eyes on the numbers. In the electoral process, we cannot be blatant until we are completely secure in the endeavor. It is especially so, Munjo, it is especially so because so far, the Ashantis constitute the single most populous ethnic group in the country. So, say eba abatuomua. Wamu say Asantefo and the dorsal pa wamuna ye a tribe bakwa wamu dorsal pa. Etino so man fa one kahwa ebehadwene. Which is so. And they were able to do that. Select un to me mu wamu da fede ya bubasha obo no monam no moka. Then they go against their own. Share paragraph 9 omuka. Was it although the Ashanti group within the current MPP is gearing itself to take over the party after the next tenure in 2024? It would be ideal if we could work to bypass them in 2024. Party, bypass which people? The Ashantis. With hard work, we could work to pass the mantle over to a non-account person, preferably from the north, under whose presidency we could secure the maturity of our takeover project. And then we know say MPP Flavor of regime. Confino. Aboma na semamu.
Ato.
Wase se wono bebe ye yina.
Nampanyina.
Ahonum anna sa wo mu project ebetime wie peye because 8 years of nana wo ntimi nya ne wo peye nyina.
To afumasa jibiaka ho.
Wo mu ba be jibiaka ho. Se ekoko fa santini ba pe akate.
To know because Esla say yajeman. Yajeman.
So said no. Was it to be specific? We need to strengthen our effort to control the mineral resources as well as electricity and water institution. Electricity, Oman Farmer PDS.
Baumiaka.
Yadima PDS no. Se nyesa mewu beka se guarantee there's some de bani efitishos a. Senkeko. Etu omo fire na so manfa.
Fire. 8 months omo jeje sika uma account.
What an komu be koso a. Ahono entimanye. Was it the success of this project depends on the way in which we for the time being control the judiciary and the press. Second to last paragraph.
Control the judiciary.
Control the judiciary and press. A young one was here party Supreme Court. A young one was here party appeals court. A young one was here High Court. Yeah, party hodum. A young one. A nunie, a dumb. What if ye was say, Sadia way, a fake. Ish.
Ato.
And just okay. And the press. And ne. She Ghana media. Be say, Nyanko Pombe Bisamo. Nyanko Pombe Bisamo. Asem no brother ho amunka. Wonim say stretches bi ogra. Omo makwai say obebo sade we so. Omo makwai. Na yetima limit the whole thing say and then elections are yekono. E just MPP NDC. Amunim say just adete. Amunim say just adete. Asem ni Obu control the press. And this country, when more picky journalists, by a tribe or movies, or woman, the movers and shakers. In this book, Mekanho, every month, 1 million Ghana cedis. 1 million Ghana cedis. I'm going to do a national security.
Maybe an hour.
Maybe an hour. Echo, and you trash him. Be say, Sadiewe, me pebusheni obaba, ye be bodua wo kroma say. Men kwa mrango bodua, me koche bi honum. Ye be bodua wo kroma. What the mekan yi, mekan baby, mekan wia, na fe amafo hu say, enye trim, je say, me mmo me trim keke, na me de akan. Hwe. Wo mo decide say, eye banks a e wo krom ha nyina no. Wo mo take you over. Take you over ne say, wo mo wo ne efe ne data bank. Eye kenu for atadia. Eti no, wo mo ba be masa data bank no. Ejina. No and be government advisor. Ache say loans ni bibia. Sikasemu hihye bia ye aban de bia no. Sa bank ne benya. Ebeye no mo je wo mo cat. No mo hua ebigum eni ade. So on de no. Eti no, wo mo eye eyi say banks no. Young group no into 3. That 3 na omu group ye no. Omu atudin. Omu terms omu yusu. Omu yusu mother. Omu yusu biological children and then adopted children. Mother no ejina Homa Bank of Ghana. And omu say mother ne de governor no eye omu nipa. First deputy eye omu nipa. Second deputy no ana one omu nipa but won show any discomfort. Just say one how managing. Ete you okay, one be managing. Now, first deputy no enche obekọ retirement. Okọ retirement a ba yemfa no second one no go straight. Ni akase e kwakọ appoint obi aba second. Etu omo interest on be appoint obi a woye lawyer to Bawumia. Na omo de na ba first deputy so that omo ade no ebeye solid. Yeah, who say, oh, but with many panesha hano, Akuffo Addo so ni panesha haselo. Yes, so much me akoso. All these things has happened in this country. We are sitting here saying what? Now, oko biological children was it this bank in which we should have controlling interest? The collapse of local banks with ties to opposition NDC and other rival political factions. Eti banks are moving say, omo your NDC for the ano. Unibank ne de akika ho ada heritage capital na ohwe GN bank omunguni nyina mene wo kase yaguna na se nguno ato eti utina se na wo kase no kura bi animu a na nyansa be na oda utim omo gusa bank ni nyina no mo go bank no mo sen ka bank ni hia just 6 million na omutimi de agina omna so moko go bank more use 21 billion. Yeah. 21 billion. In the book almost 30 almost NDC for that. That te mamen kanjiro. Was it the NDC has been poor, incoherently and consistently demanding detailed accountability and audit of the funds spent. Sami Jenfi Mama did that. Generation don't get your mama did that on this issue. In case say 21 billion. Okay, Moma details. Ekohi. Yaye din. Obi ankasa. Kana 21 billion. Adi afane sa. Adi etikroma sei. Oyonko. Apake go ha mane na nankanso a. A wo mo ba biti. Yen yeti ha sei. Na yeti hodom se den. Eti se uko adopted children na. Enu na ye outside Absamo ene ye kan say Ecobank Stanbic ni ye kai ka ho. Wo mo defense bi o mo ye say Absa ya na o mo change you know. It is a book no ba 2016 there. Look, I have shown it to you. This is not my AD 2020. This is the revision. The revised version of the book no mo ye no. That time na Absa wo krom ha say. Na Absa ba yeah changing batteries. Ako Absa. Wo mo kan dia tum a round of voting. And then me go TV station bi. Then the party say na den na Absa. Ebe be sha say. Adam say she. They said take your time and read.
Back and kai.
Ehonum no mo de MIF. Afa no. Minerals Income and Investment Fund. Pa yo mbe fa so mbe control. Ehonum na ewo. Wo ba Ecobank. Ti wo mo kire se aha no enye se bia appointment ni se wo mo appoint wo mo anka se yi dem wo mo njo mo nkrofo mo Nigeria to kakra na board no wo mo chima control board it wo mo nya board na ni wo mo ba be ni se wo mo kokonya sika bi e wo abrochire na wo mo de be ye wo mo private ya na wo mo de afa ho e dey Asem na ka cho is it no money laundry
They're good at it.
Eti seba essence nkrofo no honji momo munyi no makle no mo de ko. This is it. Ecobank particularly we have two routes of entry into the this institution. First through Senate, which has a seat on the board of Ecobank Ghana by virtue of each shareholding. The seat is occupied by the Director General of Senate. In phase 2 of our agenda, Kofi Bosompem Osafumafo, who is the Deputy Director General of Senate, should be made the Director General. Give him the seat of the Ecobank Ghana board. And to here, 2020 no more revise book you.
Safumafo bano.
And then 2024 yao. What the fa can say? Letter na at the terminate Dr. Tenkran and they share the tone. You say bufu show. And the true letter no. And Dr. Tenkran say one penny go test no mo to tono no one resist it. And the pamono phase 2 na drew agenda no adru. Kofi Bosompem wono and ye na kwa kwehye wono. And they say o board no so. Ye be fi ani. Sika ba hono mu yi fa hono mu a be say Ghana for you can do this country good by voting massively against MPP. Na ya make kwesa nyoma nyina mu. Ni make kwam. Na ya jeli wo mo sisi ya jeli wo mo. Ye jeli wo mo. Adenti na betra ho amasa nyoma we ato yen. Hwe me ne wo ka sei. Woko insurance a o ma hyehyɛ ne sɛ ne o mo hyehyɛ o bank na
so ho
ɛno so ho ye wo mada ne ye ka say National Insurance Commission no ma biological children no enterprise group is a dominant in the insurance industry eti ono na eba be ye government insurer SIC ananka ono na gina ho ma man no ye no ya ka o mu nyina agu ya de kanu for atade e na eba
enterprise
ene wo de call even DVLA the only a year SIC insure a metro mass. Apart from that, all government vehicles enterprise insurance. Enterprise insurance. Now, just say no more cry. And he say because some person enterprise insurance, etimi a year, you know. And so we make sure. What's it? Enterprise Group is the dominant leader of insurance industry, and its position has been strongly enhanced since the coming into power of MPP government in 2017. So MPP Mono Ama enterprise insurance more you do. There is really no need to aggressively pursue direct acquisition of additional insurance companies. What you say? Now, The phase 2 strategies for continuous control include the following. Continue to push major government insurance deal to enterprise insurance. Number 2, sponsor elections of candidates to executive positions of key labor unions such as NAT, NAGRAT, UTAC, TUTAC, GMA, etc. So they can influence the appointment of enterprise trustees and enterprise investment limited as trustees for the fund and managers of the tier 2 and 3. Your system, your pension system, abayin achichim. Tier 1 no abayin ankasa ehwese bibia beko eyi. Then tier 2 tier 3 no, I don't know, unions no appointed a private eyi. That just say or no ahweso e de ama wo. It is omo ba beto aba. Omo fasika pudu enkohyem. Say we Mugabe ne pen say oye NAT chairman. And I said NAT general secretary. Na yaba be sponsor ya mosuka pudu. No wa wene, wo wene wi a. Just say bibia ye enterprise insurance. GMA say wo wene a bibia aba GMA enterprise. Yes, UTAG enterprise. Bibia enterprise. Ade nipa ba ko pe and the way you funa ye didi e wo krom ha se. Ada insurance companies nyina mo bro mu nyina se. Na ye ka ni eti ho no mo se den. Hwe wo power no enti wo beti ma ka ne wo pe bia. Won tra so enkonkosi awieye. Wo ye dey a Akuffo months wo be free power. Akuffo months wo ye den wo be free power. Why should we sit down for such a thing to happen? Over there. I didn't say now again. Me so mo mugu ho yina mo ye mfo. Mamika Asem 2016. Yeah, hu say ya win ya medium me say me kwa kwasha waba. Ya wada me hu say Samuel kwa ye press conference. So, ye tiesi krom, ye premo mun delay resource no. Fast and I'm done me hu.
Ne wakasa wa.
Bibe do asalam down. Na nipa kakra wo ehonum. Ana me koso am say amomie nko. Oh, you know, obesa me say obesa don't catch him. Momie nko. Be say me ye wantimensi from that. Samuel ku youth leader wantimensi from. John Bodu was there as the national organizer and then acting general. Momie nko mu nyina jo. Ana me ko J microphone. Me say hey, we are going. Momie nyina si kwano so. Ana me see, me say chobo let's go. And you start here. You ko ni esha. And you fast ro you do Nima run about ho. Na man for bi ba mo dwane ye. Ta me do odo rice no. Me twa mani afa me hu line end.
When I was leading.
Nipa na begu mu say twan.
Sa afa.
You do sake. Samia president want to talk to you. And another so wasreme. Me for mu nyina mrefie ho. Because they are go electoral commission. Me so mu nyina mu ye man no mu go ho no.
2024 ne mabesisa.
Wo mu ye man no go ho no. Say ya to aba. Ghana for say bia ya to ama lanchemante the president elect. Na Akuffo said they won't hand over. Hey, now what? What time was so? What the other say? January 7th. What boss suit? What baby? What ba parliament ave transena? What here? Open ground woman. Na ya hand over. Who bet make asa won hand over? Oh, promase. Anu kra de oboa. E ya go anomudie. Eti same ma weji na ekoso. Hwe, ma menka bibi wo eyansa obekọ ebia breaker wako. Under mining, oil and gas. Tiasamo moka. Wase our mining as well as oil and gas strategies constitute a major plank of a blueprint for controlling the extraction of natural resources, which God has generously bestowed on Ghana, particularly the Asem land. Tieni waka. Wase growing environmental factors are rendering risky our use of illegal small-scale mining, Galamsey, as a source of funding our political objectives. There is therefore the need to roll out a more rigorous legal means of controlling significant stake in the legal gold value chain. Was it to this end, a cursory look at approved concession should be looked at, as Agyapade3 is to lead the process, to take over these concessions detailed below and consolidate them into the extended Agyapade LLC incorporated in Jersey. Agyapade. Muravi Agyapade LLC. Echo Parliament. Say any company na eba beshe ye royalties in ye kakika ho wo mo gigea na kakra sisi etua ma hemfo ni etua kakra sisi etua ma ban no mo so wo mo de wo okan kwa animu a wo se ho no wo mo banya no putu wo mo chiji scanner company we wo mo ko register wa brochire Jersey ana mo de aba de broni fita bia de animu se wo mo boa wo mo de omo dia na eyemete say at that day minority for etibi gina omo na so ya walk out then people were numbers no omo pass here but because of CSOs ni agi e kasa wo hunti no president say omo kwa ya amendment na samba back to parliament e san ko magije sika ni nadi amabium hwe wo hu sa money companies Davis Money Care Money Enterprise, Protect Enterprise, Soft Hands Enterprise. So money companies ngwan. Galamsey companies. Yet 332. 332.
All in the Agyapade.
Oh, I don't know what chagumu awo mutu. What come hanwante? Was say ye depended on the Galamsey because of the environmental effect, you know. Ebe ha wo mu nye sika no se de se so mu nya no eti o mu fa legal way bi eno no mu kokko create sa Agyapade LLC so inside say wo mu tu ayi Galamsey do na eba no yakọ create way eti say all royalties eba be form so abusian ba ko aden
are we serious as a country?
Aden
seems that we are not, the youth of this country, we are not angry enough.
Because they don't know.
What is happening?
Because they don't know. Why? Eye Nyankopon na danadi o. Seje Nyankopon na ye Ghana domwa. Enka obeden wo hu. Enye Nyankopon na ye ya ache se that day wo mu refi o mo mfanhye o mu save mu a obi kokko pie so e photocopy ya. Enka obeden ye hu. Me say the whole word Agyapade book yi eye ba ko pe Agyapade book no ba ko pe ya printing no Ghana hands so the whole word just one copy etika beden wo hu
few family
few
ya mo nam kora ye hu me
few enye Nyankopon na ya aduma e ba pa wanka bebregura wu what you say? Because they knew how it was hard for some of them to buy even medicine. And so, what say the technical team of this document, led by DM Oforiata, should further evaluate the following details in order to choose the appropriate site. Galamsey site in any. And the market green, a whole cohort go to look boom, sir. Etino, or more engine evaluation. Omunye evaluation no omunyi papa no na for omunchi chema omu companies no hey and then the who say Kwakubu ahen or a prophet
NDC Kwakubu
ahen tama MPP abaika so omu omu stop Galamsey no which Asem ogan wanti wo hu
kan say
wo se tro wo mu pam omu ho no sabuku we ya mama hu say Asem Kwakubu ahen kaye no say ye nokre menenete I used to say ado kaye that day menenu wo honum
a concession wo anya bi
me ye da konya bi me ye da konya bi hey you see
edidija
I me say na Nyankopon nim say emre bi beba sei ha obi so me nsa so de me ko ba bi ni enkotwa concession mame Monsieur Yabeko, oh, da better, oh, Yabeko China, Yabeko say, Banco. No, we are by as a Coco, yes, oh, Meko, Yabeko. Sanka me dear Choco Jibia, and Camena, who do we? Ediakaza. Martina buy mu 7 years. I buy mu 7 years. Galam say, you can't say, quarter pro to grab a nebi.
Fino.
Baby, what? They say, a time is coming Hopeson is going to fight to rescue this country. Eti ro mama mfa me wan hyebu no.
Edanyame ase.
Eti sani mo we nyina akoso. Ana you see we ye MPP ni na say oye ye na say adwene ni ho. Because this book is not mentioning MPP. Eya busua bi na atenase. When we say president are yes smart. What kasa what respond no? Oh, encrophobia na akwa trafa mene me party ho.
Kofo ben.
Forward ye ka nyina wote apart from say ye can say Omujeri have to take over from Akuffo Addo no. Yabo party di wo mu.
Da bi da.
Ye say ahyase na waka wase eye obi enti na omoje. Wase to our foremost king of Foripeni, the progeny spread across the world, for whom and to whom alone. What kind of book now? Analyze it. Analyze it. What's it? For whom and to whom alone this sacred document is prepared. What about people?
Very well. Live on TV as well as and also on Roman Ridge on Tuesday, 13th August 2024 at exactly 10 a.m. Live on TV as well as and also on Power 97.9 FM. Capacity Matan Kuluga Biga Kwaminka. Wasimu Baba Kapwase.
Baba can how they don't worry.
Baba can he?
Yeah.
Semamba.
She my uncle.
I hope say why you Juma Buana now.
Oh, na say nipa de adwuma bia sese meye bia no.
Oh yeah.
Meye. Woni mi say me kotena Germany. Nanka me tena ho. Me say every day Gabi friend na you gian him friend. Na say o bada ben afi na me tete. Na me jaya na mbai. Oh. That time my late wife aye bibia ye ko chese ye ko ye people say dey me say dey me ko politics me nye. Adam jana better group. Oh. But ni nyina no ya di aboa o man no nti enye.
Say ye ko journalist for this one.
Yegusu was it the national situation as regard the media landscape. Na Saman 40 honum na omo say ye a muntie. Was it the media the media has remained a veritable weapon in shaping public opinion and agenda setting strategy. An agenda setting strategy. We therefore have to wage an even more valiant war in pursuit of our grand scheme to capture and dominate the media landscape. If our overriding ambition is to be realized, in this regard, we have to adopt a multi-pronged approach while making sure that a critical mass of the nation would not connect the rapid media capture with us. Me pese me jampu ko baby. Na fe mamen ko hasemra. Mesa ba machi. Was it a slowsu on closure of opposition media? Awa Japanum. Bie so netie. Was it we score as close to 70% for her execution of agenda to close down pro-NDC radio and television station, while we praise her for closing the media entities such as Radio SYZ, Capital Radio, Muntie FM, and many more. She scored some low marks in the implementation of the strategy. We expected her to leave Radio Gold from the list as obvious tactical reasons. She could have waived their debt like she has done for our friendly stations such as Ash FM in Kumasi. She could have been fired for the avoidable backlash in strategy, but for her long-standing role as Nanes protege. So who did you know? Hey. Where ye two munje manazi antum. Radio God ye two manazi antum. Enti what na be?
To say the me ka say na fon.
Enti say what na say na ka say we e fake.
So mo ka say ka Radio God e ko munyai wo mo.
For
strategic reasons.
For strategic reasons. so on yet and will close to the
the Kahonan car.
It is a
or say agenda.
I will free. I'm remember how sharp and come fire
by way another fool. Hopeson Adorye. Who you wicked?
And there is all. Share. Me pebakubiwa. Phase 2 of media control. Phase 2 was it there is no doubt that Memo radio didn't.
Oh, why not?
So there is no doubt that Joy 99.7 FM and Multimedia Group will remain the industry leaders in the communication sphere of the country, while relying on them as a veritable ally. Anti-NPP agenda by some of their staff does not pretend well for us. We were left with no choice but to have used our boys in quotation marks, to threaten Manasi Azuri Awuni. Whilst his publication in the past inured to our political benefit, he has overstretched himself in his attempt to assume an air of neutrality. He was influential to our historic victory, but his constant attack on government culminating into a militia documentary was most unfortunate.
Cassidiano.
Or patch say Manasi, the way our boy bamba quanchi, a year, MPP, a momo wene power. That is all by why, yes, sir, were you neutral? That the way I say boy bayachino, are you too much? And to you sue or more boys. I did threaten. By one as a mom. Oh, Manasi and your name was South Africa.
Why not?
One more interview, no, I say, you're threatening life into a general. A baby who will be a conversation.
Media Foundation for West Africa, Munina about here.
So, where you see, now will cast us out anyway, a figure. Not a serious.
77.
Share. Sadia way you see. Young Fanny said, President is NDC for natural. And young Fanny said, John Mahama natural. Young Fanny said, John Mahama Troy. Anna MPP government. Nyambe woman we implementing one by one. Sorry for going sooner. Ni portrait of metras.
Media on is vacant mudi.
Yes, maybe about him.
Yafa when you Yantafra.
What say?
When you are Jankum.
Kwajo upon Kruma and journalist.